Corrupt reality.
Hello there. What's up, nigga?
Nigga.
Hey, you can't say that word.
Why can't I say that word?
Because I said so. That's offensive.
Offensive to who?
Me.
Why?
Nigga.
Why are you getting offended?
Yeah, I'm getting offended.
Oh, I see. So you have double servers. Pull up the server, nigga. You can do it.
Got a bomb for me?
Okay.
You got a bomb though?
That's on you. No.
Damn. Well, that's a damn shame.
Well.
Indeed it is.
Cool.
Guess I'm going to concede on that bombing then.
Just wanted to talk, man. How are you? Just said
I'm still alive.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know. I'm still breathing, surprisingly.
Why is that surprising?
Damn, what are you? Are you still breathing?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. You can check. I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
You gotta check.
Shit. You never know.
This nigga, just call him corrupt. What he is, he's a path of pain.
Yo, that's like a demon.
We don't really talk about path of pain anymore.
Fucking Pinhead told me that he was like the worst one.
What happened?
Pinhead.
The path of pain. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. You're one of those, right? Corrupt? You were one of those, right? You're the animal path? You're the debater, right?
I don't debate as much anymore. The service got boring for me, but I debate some time and time. I used to debate on Bleach, though.
Oh, Bleach?
Yeah. Damn. That's like my top thing to debate about. I used to debate about Devil May Cry. There was other server I was in.
Yeah. So let's see. What else do you debate? Or are those like the only two topics you debate?
I debate a little bit of Naruto. I try to learn a little bit of shit now and then. I know some like certain topics about it.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't debate Naruto as much. Only when people try saying certain things that are not really plausible. Like some people will talk about wanking people to saying that they're omnipotent. There was a funny post about this on Instagram about Itachi. Yeah. I can't tell if he was trolling or not.
Like what other plausible things though? Like unplausible things, I should say.
Unplausible. Some things like when they try getting the scale wrong for certain characters, they're just like lowball them to planetary. I see where they're coming from. Taking Kaguya, even though there is a star. I mean, there's a source of light, and I'm pretty sure there's like a drawn panel of like an actual star in her dimension.
Yeah.
And some people try to lowball her to planetary, which is actually wrong.
Yeah. I mean, that feat is arguably 4D.
Yeah, I can see where people get it from. I just don't exactly agree with it.
Well, with it being 4D?
Not 4D. I mean, she was going to create a whole time space, but I'm just saying that, like, how people really scale her in general.
Yeah. People are ignorant when it comes to Naruto. Well, there's still people who, like, don't believe he's planet level. That could be, like, farther from the truth. He's like multi-solar system, like, as an adult.
Yeah, people have skimmed into multi-solar system via Momoshiki in this dimension, considering there's like multiple different stars, which I agree with.
Yeah, there's like hundreds of stars, is what it looks like.
Yeah, and when it comes to Bleach scaling, it's like really vague, because like in some panels, like there was like a fight between Kapachi and Remy, which showed him thrown into space, and it showed like there was different variations. One was just like a black space. There was nothing in there, no stars. It showed a little bit of stars. Another showed a nebula and a whole galaxy. But like when it comes to that type of series, it's kind of vague unless you're highballing or lowballing. Unlike Naruto, which blatantly says it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah. When it comes to speed, that's another topic. Because like I always try to focus on speed, and people sometimes either lowball or just have bad explanation for why this character is fast.
yeah, I mean Naruto like was like fucking faster than light as a. I think I don't even know when was like the first faster than light feat when he blitzed the Raikage, or like when Minato blitzed the Raikage. Yeah, so back then I think
Yeah,
you can already scale him to like a couple hundred times like faster than light.
yeah. When it comes to like speed feats in Naruto, they try using the method that the more chakra you have, the more fast you are. I mean, I guess you can say that because like some people
Yeah.
try linking a lot of characters to light speed, but it's like
Yeah, it's like well, because chakra, like, I mean, you can always make the argument that you're able to like amp all physical like stats with it, because you're able to
yeah.
like okay, like when Kabuto got hit by a Rasengan by Kid Naruto, he said that he concentrated his chakra into his stomach, but like he still got bodied by it. Lee, he like or no, like Sakura and Tsunade, they have like insane chakra control to where they will like blow up shit with just
Yeah.
their fist. Yeah, and then you have like Shisui and Minato are really good at Shunshun, or like the fucking you know, like how ninjas it looks like they teleported, but
Oh,
they're
the
just
body
moving
flicker?
really really fast. Yeah, body flicker. That's a name for it. Body flicker and like
Yeah.
Shunshin. I don't know how you say it
Yeah.
exactly, but
Yeah, I see where you're coming
so
from.
yeah, so what I usually say there is like the stronger somebody is, like the more relative their speed. Like their speed is gonna be relative to their chakra or to their that's it, to their attack
Yeah.
potency and like ability and shit. Because
Yeah, a lot of people don't really know how attack potency really works in Naruto. Most people would talk about, oh, if this person's planetary, how come doesn't make Rasengan that blows up a planet when the Rasengan itself it's meant to like attack that specific person, not to blow up shit with area of effect.
yeah, because I mean, like it was modeled after like the Bijou bomb, but like obviously nobody like a regular ninja can't create fucking a jutsu that like the size of an actual Bijou bomb. Well, I guess you
Yeah.
can, but it wouldn't be like that useful. So I've never really scaled beats, so I don't know like how strong maybe. I've heard like 4D arguments for them, of, like
Yeah,
infinite.
a lot of people have scaled them to infinite through scans saying that these worlds were universes. This is like said in like the beginning of the story.
Yeah.
There's also
Like I was debating somebody on like Naruto versus Ichigo, you know. And I brought up him scaling off of fucking Kaguya, you know,
yeah.
and like his argument was just like he was gonna destroy like Ichigo scales off of this person who's gonna destroy like all these universes that are apparently infinite inside. So I was like, okay, I'll just give you like infinite 3D attack potency, and I'll just argue 4D Kaguya at that point.
What makes Kaguya more interesting is the fact that like she was going to create a whole new time space, whereas Yuha was going to destroy the worlds, but also play with the balances of life and death. So it's like it's kind of iffy about who was more superior at that point. But the thing with Kage is that like she created a whole like new star in her dimension. I mean, I guess you could say that Yuha can create one through his multiple abilities, but Kage blatantly made one. Like she could probably be blatantly stronger than Yuha based on the scaling used. Because most people have scaled Yuha the universal, multi-planetary, galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
Because
said
like
that she was
Bleach is like very vague.
did you say that she was like messing with the concept or the balance of life and death?
No. Yuha, like he was like some guy that was gonna like mix the balances of life and death with the world of the living and Soul Society,
Oh,
along
I
with
see.
like
So it would be
Wakamundo.
like a Janemba type fee, like he fucking.
Yeah, like Janemba. Yeah, everything was gonna be mixed, so they wouldn't have to fear about dying or just be straight immortal in some way.
Yeah. Oh, because I was gonna say like that'd be a pretty impressive feat, like fucking manipulating the concepts of fucking life and death.
Yeah, because like the Soul King's power was to basically regulate the souls of traffic that go through the world of the living and Wakamundo, and then Soul Society too. Because if one side, because it's like a plant on a stick, if one side gets too heavy, the whole thing falls apart. Which is kind of funny because the balances people argue is really delicate, but the Quincy's were around killing these hollows senselessly for like thousands of years, and the balances don't really get all that imbalanced. I mean, I guess you can say it's part of the plot, but the feat alone is kind of plausible, especially when you have characters that can destroy the planet, or just like hinted that can destroy the planet or the universe or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah,
what's up,
because
Don?
like for the most part, Bleach is just mostly planetary. If you just like go by regular lore,
Like, what's most consistent?
most consistent is to just stick to the world just being planetary.
I see. Yeah. People try to use that, like, I think the worlds, they try to use, like, the translation of it being, like, universal. Since obviously, like, Japanese, you can, like...
Yeah, and sometimes you could scale star, considering the stars in the actual world, and Yamamoto's Bankai is the embodiment of the sun. So you can go off of that.
Yeah.
Because like
keeps, like,
when I'm doing this series, it can get pretty vague for me. So I have to try like see what makes sense and it's more consistent.
Yeah. It's all in the sake of like an argument though. When you're debating somebody, it's a lot different than like actually trying to power scale it. Because I like when I argue, like when I debate, a lot of what I debate is like devil's advocate, and so I guess you could say I like nitpick a lot of stuff, and I'll be like, this can meet that, and I'll have like evidence, you know, in that. But you can probably use a lot of those vague statements to your advantage.
Yeah,
Because
it's like a lot of things when I'm trying debating people is when they actually lowball Bleach, which is like, okay, I can see everybody hates Bleach for that reason. If you're gonna lowball them to like just simply multi-continental, I can see where they're coming from, but to say that they're just barely just that, it's pretty much of a lowball. Because because there's a lot of scans are like plausible and characters that can create meteors that can destroy at least a country-sized world, and there's like beings that can toss you into space, give enough energy comparable to a sun, defeat beings that govern time and space, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say like that argument, like you said, like he was messing around with like the balances of that, and he was gonna make it like the balance of life and death. You can honestly argue that to like a conceptual level, to where you can argue that it's a Platonic concept and that's universal. So,
yeah, because like when it comes to Bleach, it's like there's various universes that can go through. There's like the world of the living, Soul Society, Wakamundo, Hell. Even though it's only mentioned a couple times in the actual story, and there's a movie about it, that's even backed up by the actual author who wrote a one shot about it. There's the Valley of Screams. What else? There's another world, the Soul Palace, which lays in another dimension inside Soul Society. So it's like this weird nexus inside of it. Thousand Year Blood Work Kenpachi versus Saint Saga Goku. I feel like Goku takes his speed. This one's actually kind of...
I'm sure. I don't know if you. What the fuck? if you heard of it or not, but there's obviously like 4D arguments for fucking Chainsaw Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's been good talking. You know, I have to go finish some stuff like IRL.
All right.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll see you later. Talk to you later, man.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nell, Thousand Year Blower Kenpachi versus Saiyan Saga Goku. Kenpachi, bare minimum, if I were to stay consistent, is at least moon to planetary. Considering like he was going to take on, no, not even take on, he did take him on. Gerard Valkyrie, Soul Palace. He would destroy all of Soul Society. Multiplanetary. I like to see like the where you get the reasoning for multiplanetary. I'm actually curious.
Isn't there like an infinite size realm in Bleach?
Hmm?
In Bleach, what's his name? Muken, I think. Was it?
Muken, like the world?
No, the place. Kenpachi and Unohana fought in.
Yeah, that was Muken. It was infinite. Well, the thing about that world, because like there was multiple translations about it being infinite. There's one saying that it was like almost it stretches to infinity. One was saying almost endless or broad. But for the most part, it's like it's unquantifiable at this point. So you could wink at a sense infinite, but for the most part, it's pretty unquantifiable. There's a river, the valley streams. Yeah, with the valley streams, it's like it's known to vary in size. I don't know if you want to go to the concept that like one universe could be smaller than the other, but that's just be weird if you were to go through those concepts. So Yamamoto was stronger than not Yamamoto, but Kenpachi was stronger than Yamamoto. Okay, let's see. This scaling is kind of weird for me. I can see Kenpachi at this point actually stronger than Yamamoto. Even though he did kind of lose to I mean this was before he even unlocked his Shikai. Roy Lloyd, who took the place of Yu Havok in his Yourself transformation. But this was just I think this was Kenpachi before he had released his eye patch though.
No, he released his eye patch.
Released his eye patch? Okay, so I feel like I don't think he'd be like as strong as Yamamoto before then when he unlocked his Shikai. But I think afterwards when he fights Grammy, I think he's somewhat on par or even stronger. But at this point, I feel like because like Grammy, he summoned a meteor that's going to destroy the Cerate, and there's multiple like calculations how big the Cerate is. Some escalate to Texas or a small country, but like Kenpachi with just his eye patch on and not even with his Bankai, he slices the meteor with his Shikai state, just destroys it. Because like because his eye patch is like scalable to a Bankai due to the fact that like he was on par with Nodotora and his Resurrection, and a Resurrection is comparable to a Bankai. If you've seen the Holly Bell and Toshiro fight and Grimjaw and Ichigo fight. So at this point, I guess you can say he's stronger than Yamamoto depending on what form he's using. But if we were to go like just Kenpachi versus Yamamoto in the base form, I feel like Kenpachi would actually slap. Because like the thing with Yamamoto's Bankai, because like for the most part he was suppressing himself, so you want to destroy Soul Society. And Kenpachi pretty much suppresses himself on the go with his eye patch. So I guess I can see where you're coming from with the multiplanetary. Against Goku, I don't know how. Wait, hey Don, how fast is Goku in the Saiyan arc?
Saiyan Saga?
Yeah.
True relativistic.
Relativistic.
Mm-hmm. I thought
Okay.
that was a plus with Kaioken.
Right, because like with Kapachi, his speed is kind of weird. Because Kapachi, even in the data books in Soul Society, it says his mobility is like at very low. The most, let's see, he was able to like tag with Nodotora and Ichigo when he unlocked his Bankai. And Ichigo in the Soul Society arc is actually relativistic to light, even though the data book says like he's moves like lightning, even though that is a simile, and it's just saying that he moves like it. Because like then again, he goes against like Byakuya, who also went against Yoruichi, who dodged light before. So I guess you could say that he's faster than light at this point because Kapachi's speed is just weird. I feel like he would probably beat Goku because for the most part, I feel like Goku, it could go either way. Because the thing with Kapachi is that like he sometimes suppresses himself during fights so he could enjoy it. But I think if this was like during the Grammy fight or actually Unohana fight, I feel like Goku might take it. But if this was like after, I feel like Kampachi may take it. Because like the thing with Bleach characters is that these guys can be weird sometimes. Like the characters lose in the most weirdest way. Like Remy lost by losing to himself. No, because like Remy, because like he ended up losing by like trying to like make himself stronger than Kampachi by having enough spirit energy, and he straight hurt himself afterwards. So it's like, how you gonna like lose with your own power? And Kampachi wasn't even like trying afterwards. He's like, oh, you dumbass, you ended up killing yourself.
Hmm? Not right now. What?